What's up, Spartans? Batman from TST Gaming here to keep you updated with everything Halo. And today we're giving you our guide to the Tactical Ops event. But before we get started, please subscribe for more Halo content. So Tactical Ops utilizes the Tactical Slayer playlist, which is basically SWAT for those of you who've been around the franchise for a while. Now, unlike Tactical Slayer, one thing that they are changing is that they're giving you a different Tactical Slayer experience. So in the first week of the event, you'll be able to use not just the BR, but also the Mangler and the Sidekick. And these are going to be individual games. So if you load into a game and you spawn with the Mangler, everyone in the game has a Mangler, and that's what the game is going to be. And then it'll just rotate between the BR, the Mangler, and the Sidekick. Now, week 2 will add the Commando and the Stalker Rifle. So you'll have up to 5 different weapons that it could potentially be. Now, I think this is a great idea just to kind of mix things up. So, tip number 1. If you don't already have the Battle Pass paid for, it might be a little late in the season. You may not want to do that. But if you are wanting to maximize your benefit on the season, that will give you an extra challenge slot. Moving on to our second tip. Go for the event challenges. Those are the ones that have the orange banner next to them. Every time you complete one of these, that's when you actually unlock something on the event pass. Might seem like a no-brainer, but a lot of people don't pay attention to that. They're just playing the playlist that they think they're going to. So it might seem like a no-brainer, but for those who haven't been playing the events or who are just trying to get that Mark V helmet or whatever it is, now you know. Next up is tip number 3. Go for the regular challenges. Now this might seem kind of counterproductive, but it's really not. Bear with me for a moment. The thing about the regular challenges is that they take up your slots. So let's say you have the Battle Pass. It's going to take up some of your 4 slots that you could have. You can't just swap out a regular challenge and expect to get an event one. It doesn't work like that. So what you need to do is also be working on the regular challenges as well as the events, so that way you can clear out more space and hopefully get more of those event challenges in faster. So this leads us into tip number 4. Using your challenge swaps. This applies to both event and regular challenges. With the event challenges, most of them were fairly easy, fairly straightforward, like, stop someone with a killing spree, which you can't really control. It's just by playing, get a double kill, things of that nature. But there was one that was really difficult for me, which was getting a Backsmack Kill. Now, I was still able to do it, but right after that, I got a 7 Backsmack Kills event challenge. So I just swapped it because it was just, I wasn't really getting close enough to smack them to begin with most of the time. So I just swapped it out so that way I could get a better event challenge. It's a little bit easier to get, like getting a killing spree or something to that nature. Now, the challenge swaps also, like I said, apply to regular challenges, because if you're trying to go for both challenges at the same time to clear it out so you can get more of the event challenges, like I suggested earlier, if you have one that says play 2 big team matches or win a game of capture the flag or something along those lines where you know you're not going to be able to do this, you can use your challenge swaps to get rid of those and move on to the other ones that are going to actually apply, like getting headshots or getting BR kills or whatever it might be. Tip number 5, if you are having the challenge where it says about getting a killing spree, play it safe. This, again, is one of those things where people might not always think about it. They're just running around hoping to get a killing spree. And sometimes you can get lucky that way, or if you're good enough, sometimes you can make it work. But what I find to be helpful, if you're really trying to hunker down and go for it, find a pretty defendable position, like a certain room or whatnot that you can kind of peek out of, that you have really good sight lines on the map. That way you can kind of just pop your head out, maybe get a kill or 2, back out, and then also hopefully the spot that you're in has a good escape route. If they're trying to pressure you from one side, you can get out of there and keep that spree going. Now, I will say I don't know that, because in one of my first games for the event, I actually got a killing frenzy. I do not know if when you hit a frenzy or a riot, if it will count as a spree, because it specifically states killing sprees. So I'm not sure. I didn't notice if it had counted it or not. So I'm not sure on that. So just be aware of that. You may have to wait until you die. I'm not saying to let yourself die, because obviously who wants to do that? And that's all we have for today. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching TST Gaming, and until next time, just play.